We're going to take a look at Trump's crypto stockpile executive order because this was the winner of the deep dive poll today. I'm not a financial advisor. Trump signs crypto executive order for a digital asset stockpile. Wow. What you have to understand, okay, is this market, the way that it works, okay, is that the people who are the biggest people, they're doing all of the buying when you don't see them doing the buying. They're doing all the buying when it's going down and the prices or the price at the bottom. They're not doing the buying at the top, okay? So when you see now that Trump signs crypto executive order for a digital asset stockpile, oh man, that's really bullish. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of bullish, I think. Sure. But when you consider the fact that just a few years ago, almost every politician was saying that Bitcoin is a scam. And now today we're looking at having an executive order of a crypto digital asset stockpile. It tells you that things are not always what they seem. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors out there, and the things that you're told are just lip service. Because guys, do you honestly think that like the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, or some of the other organizations that are of that ilk, like, do you really think they thought crypto was a scam? Like you really, yeah, they thought it was a scam in terms of it was going to F up the way they make their money with their banks and fiat. Yeah. But no, they all knew, all the big people at the top. Jamie Dimon, he tells you over and over and over again, it's a scam. Oh, no, it's great. It's a scam. It's great. They're not that stupid. And they actually don't think that you're that stupid either. They just think that, or they just believe that's what they have to go out there and say sometimes. They're told to go out and say those kinds of things. I think Jamie Dimon is told to say a lot of things that he says. And there's a lot of interesting stuff with that guy, but I want to look at the chart real quickly. This narrative, right, that institutional adoption was in 2021, or they even say institutional adoption is today, right? It's today, institutional adoption. No, guys, if you go back to 2019, okay, I want to show you this year right here, this beautiful year right here. Okay, what would you call that market? Sideways, right?
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Until you zoom in, I bet.
Well, you zoom in, it gets is that the run to? That's the run to 14,000. I mean, it's not that significant. It was one little 2-month period in the whole year where things were good, as you know. Mm-hmm. And so the point is that during this time frame, during 2018 and 2019. We are told that, the institutions that gave up on crypto, they gave it a shot with Bitcoin in 2017 in December. They got in. They got in at the worst possible time, obviously. And they just don't think it's going to go anywhere. And good luck to that, right? And you assume all the institutions and banks, they're all saying the same stuff. We tried the futures the one time. It didn't work. We had to close it down. The thing is, the institutions during this year, 2019, okay, when the market is almost $6,000 automatic. It's like $6,000 or $8,000 all the time, all year, except for 1-2 month period where it ran up a little bit. And it was the most boring year of crypto ever. When you look back at those times, and there wasn't really anything going on, okay? And we were told the institutions weren't in on crypto. Would you know that I think by this point it's probably closer to 70%. It was 50%. I think it's much higher than that now. It can't go down. It can only go up. It's like 50%. I think right now it's close to 60 or 70. But definitely 100%, over half of the top Bitcoin wallets in existence were created in 2019 and beyond, after 2019, or in 2019 and after. What? That whole year, all we're hearing is there's never an ETF going to get approved, right? SEC hates crypto. The institutions are making the moves during the boring time. You want to know when the institutions are doing the moves? When you have to think to yourself, I should check, see what's going on in crypto. That's when they're making the moves. The equivalent in the regular market, of course. So I think that really what we're looking at with these nation states, and we're looking at with this crypto digital stockpile, we're just going to look at the story more. What we're looking at is, guys, it's already happened. The nation's already here, okay? The same way the institutions were here in 2019, the United States and China were buying Bitcoin all through 2022 and 2023, all through it. Go look at it.
So I actually have that number I can pull up. Just so you know, the United States got 208,109 Bitcoin worth 20.5 billion. Yeah. China on our heels, baby, 190,000 worth 18.66 billion. And then
we're both not showing our cards though. There's a reason that number is similar, you know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And that's also a fair characteristic that, okay, how many other countries should be on this list that you don't see anything? They're not public about any of this, right?
Yeah.
And so like you talk about all these things and you look back to like you talk about 2019 and how dark it was and terrible, but we saw the light at the end of the tunnel, like mass adoption's coming, like holy shit, it's here right now.
Yeah,
wild, right?
Yeah, it's here. Crypto adoption is here. This is as much crypto adoption as we're going to get, I think. Look, certainly there will be more people using crypto than use it now. That's not what I mean. I just mean like I think this was our big breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
We finally made it, and not everybody's going to thrive in a crypto environment, right? Just like I didn't like trading stocks or any of those stupid apps. There's one place I like, and it's crypto. And you know, there's a lot of people that are the same way. So let's look at some of the details of the story before I make any more comments. Okay. U.S. President Donald Trump signs an executive order promoting cryptocurrency innovation, exploring a national, I'm sure Mr. X has sent me something on this already, exploring a national digital asset stockpile. I said that's so weird. Digital stockpile. Like I was a robot. Maybe I am. Exploring blah, 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 and protecting blockchain participants. On January 23rd, 2025, Donald Trump signed an executive order promoting the advancement of cryptocurrencies in the U.S. The order outlines a series of initiatives to foster innovation, safeguard blockchain networks, and potentially establish a national digital asset stockpile. Do you think they'll pardon people that stole $20 million? you think they'll do that too? They're like, you stole this money. We'll just pardon you. Okay. A new chapter under Trump. Trump's executive order marks a significant pivot from his previous stance as a crypto critic in his first term. And I was also very critical of his crypto criticism. After recording substantial support from the digital asset sector during his 2024 campaign, Trump has embraced the industry as a cornerstone of U.S. economic development and global leadership. He's a degen is what it is. He's a degen. He's just to do it different ways. And now he sees it in crypto, man. It's pretty exciting. Venture capitalist David Sachs. We love this guy. Appointed as Trump's crypto and AI czar. I should have been the crypto and AI czar. I should be both, but I digress. Joined the president in the Oval Office for the signing. The digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States, as well as our nation's international leadership, the order states. Okay, so let's look at some key components of the executive order. The order proposes the creation of a working group to explore establishing a national digital asset stockpile. It may include cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through law enforcement actions. And you guys know, you have to know what the question I'm dying to ask is. May it include cryptocurrencies unlawfully seized by the federal government?
Well, of course.
Unlawfully, the unofficial. How about that? What about that? So what they're telling you is this is a gigantic place where they can launder a bunch of money, really. I mean, think about it, in a sense, Historically, seized assets such as Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin have been auctioned off by the U.S. Marshal Service. Protection for blockchain participants, so miners, developers. See, and guys, a couple of years ago, they had this law that came out, and there was a part of it, there was this digital asset broker law that said that all of us who use MetaMask are going to have to go in and register as money transmitters or something like that. I mean, guys, how? Really? I mean, you think that? You thought that was the thing? No, that's not the way that works. But we've seen some other countries, by the way, do this stuff. The protection for blockchain participants. We saw South Korea did it. Russia and China created a zone as well in the last several years. So I think South Korea did it way back in 2019. But it's kind of a sandbox, is the way that they had described it for North Korea or South Korea. They said they built basically a crypto sandbox for anybody to come in and do digital asset trading or business and not have to worry about the regulation. It was kind of like they allow you to break the rules is basically what they do. They allow you to break the rules is basically what they do. Not like criminal stuff, obviously, but they allow you to not have to follow whatever the landscape is by the regulatory environment, because sometimes that can foster the greatest innovation. If you think, I would think, maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's not true, but it does sound like that, right?